Chapter 6, Up to the Tusk. So do I have to equip it? Yep, I do have to equip it. LaRue's sword. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So, yeah, can I actually get into a fight with the Grow still equipped? Because I have a feeling this is... Yeah, I actually want to test this, see if that's a glitch I need to report. Come on, I want to punch something. We have company. Hey, you there. You're gonna offer to teleport us through, I hope. Yeah, I meant you humans. Come here for a second. What are you waiting for? Did you hear the spirit calling for you? You sure it's alright? I mean, they tried to kill us just yesterday. Without the sacred swords, we're currently weaker than we were. I'm not looking forward to find another trap now. Seems like they're done playing around with you. After all, they let you through to Anon'Taure, right? I'm sure it's alright. Well, let's go over there and listen to what it has to say. Finally, I was getting bored waiting for you to walk this way. So, how'd you like our maze? If you return there again, you might find some hidden treasures you know. And here I almost forgot that we'll have to go through it again to get out. And still twice again later when we return here to bring that tusk. Alright, I get it. You don't want to go through the maze again, jeez. We spent so much time making it. Since we already passed the gardens once, we don't need to play around, test you anymore. Here's the deal. If you want to skip the maze, talk to me and I'll take you straight to the entrance of the gardens. Pierre, you believe this thing? Yeah, my voice is reaching its limit. I don't think I can do it too deep for Severin much longer. I have to admit, sir, this does sound too good to be true. You think my offer isn't genuine? What lousy, ungrateful people. My friends and I simply have had enough fun. You've passed the maze, but we don't like watching humans not getting lost in it. Well, you certainly don't attempt to hide that you see us merely as toys. Hey, it was fun while it lasted. I suppose you must have had fun too, right? You're lucky you don't have a neck, little wall. I have the sudden urge to choke somebody. Respect, Severin. Remember, this is their turf. Anyway, the offer stands both for now and for later when you come back. If you want to skip all the walking and just poke me up. So how about it? Want to give it a try? Let's blow this pop stand. Great choice. Hang on. Wait a second. Hang on to what? And I'm going to actually stop the recording here, but I'll splice in so you don't have to see. Well, so it's all part of one video, I mean. But I'm probably going to actually try walking through the maze on my way back to see if there actually is indeed treasure there. But anyway, I'm going to put a break here, so see you in a second. Okay, so we need to get the show back on the road. So we need to go to Mudtown, if I remember correctly, for something to do with boars. And they won't let us walk across here. I'm guessing Dawn's Edge is probably too dangerous, so I guess we have to hop on a ship at Durban or something? I really don't remember how to get back to Levantine. Will you take me there? Sailor, we'd like you to take us to Levantine. Did you not hear me? I said we'd like to go to Levantine. Oh, certainly, sir. I'll prepare the ship. Please wait for a moment. What was up with him? He was staring straight at you, Ylianne. Maybe he was mesmerized or something. I noticed. Nearly everyone here did that since we entered town. Don't humans consider it rude to stare? Do they think I look like a freak or something? No, I believe humans have a whole different reason for staring at you. They're just like me. And what reasons do you have for staring at me, Pierre? I mean, look, the ship's ready to go. Let's leave for Levantine. Can't you teach him some subtleties, Severin? It's not always easy to hold myself from cringing. Huh, he's barely in his teens, Ylianne. Blatant romantic advances naturally come as a feature for humans of that age. Better steel yourself for Levantine, though. It's a much bigger city with many more people in it, and many more eyes directed your way. I'm about to find find a thousands-year-old ancient with 2 alien creatures I barely know. How back in this settlement of yours be? Well, this is going to get kind of awkward. This feels terribly annoying somehow. Save those who frequent the Outer Realms, the people here have never once seen what an elf looks like. All they know about your kin is from stories. Your presence here is exotic. Now you understand how we felt when we came to Anon'Taure. Which way to the village we're heading? The path to Mudtown is to the right of the cathedral, which stands at the top of this commons. It's the largest building around, so we won't miss it. Let's leave quickly, then. I'm not standing here any longer like some kind of rare creature on display. So, where was the blacksmith? Here we go. Let's see if they'll actually upgrade these weapons. Oh wait, am I using it? Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to see that. We'll get into a fight and see if it's still the Goro that's equipped. Thought she might have said something profound, but not really. But perhaps the Celestians are going to be the enemies in the realms beyond, which is Chapter 2 of Celestian Tales. We'll know in time. Okay, where's a fight? Okay, so no. The defense debuff that comes from the Goro isn't here. These things hit a lot harder than they did for, crud, what's their name? The Squires. Okay, so now we have triple slash. Think I'll get rid of that. But yeah, you can see that's been corrected now. I don't know if it was the fight that caused it to be checked or what. But the game was aware I no longer had the Goro. I want to say it's probably the fight that triggered it because of the text that the blacksmith had. And I remember there being a blacksmith in Mudtown, so crud. As I was trying to say, I don't remember there being a blacksmith over here, so we can't check in Mudtown. I'll try to check the lower route on my way out, if I remember. As well. If direboars really do live in this area, the villagers would know about them. I suggest we ask around rather than searching cluelessly. As comfortable as you are being stared at around here, I have to say that's a good idea. Just Think of them as trees or something. We'll be out of here in a short while, so try to hold it in. Very well. You two lead the way, and I'll stay behind your backs while you talk. She goes with the flow a little too much. Totem of the Serpent. I don't remember what the totems do, but we have one now. Poison immunity. Source of life. Or it could be worse, they could empty their septic system into that. It's based on my daily routine. So Severin. I can hunt animals on my own, so I'm not helpless. And he had no answer. Okay, what do you have? Nothing. Thought dire boars are really interesting to happen. I'm mistaken. So I think that's... I can't remember the boy's name right now. I think it's Daniel or something like that. The one who looks up to Renard when we make the manure delivery in the first chapter. I'm guessing this is why his father left. Dire boars. Only at night. Nobody's been able to breach the borders. Okay, we've established that they come out at night. The thing is, how do I kill time? So after talking to some people, what do we know about these creatures we're looking for? Villagers say they usually come out only at nighttime, but even then only rarely. It also looks like they're currently in breeding season. Things might get complicated if they travel in packs. We don't have much time to choose which ones to fight, so we'll take the first dire boar we see. Let's wait in this village until dark before going out to find them. How about it? It's alright with me, but Ylianne... It's alright, I guess. We can just hide outside the village or something. No, really, it's alright. I admit I'm not used to being stared at by so many people, but I'm not letting such a small thing ruin our chances to defeat the king. Both of you endured this back in Anon'Taure, with added bonus of hateful words thrown here and there. I can't complain on my condition here. Are we just going to stand here until dark, or what? I'm sure some of the villagers can let us borrow a house to wait. Let me go asking around. Thanks, Ylianne, for trying to get closer to him. All this pretending might be hard on you, but it's for the best. At least I hope it is. He's looking far more cheerful than usual. He hasn't spoken a word about giving up either. Those are good signs, I say. I'm glad if it works out for him. I have my reasons to do this as well. What do you mean? Looks like Pierre's found a place to spend our time. Shall we? What the hell? Now who's using who here? Maybe you shouldn't have spoken too much about the Outer Realms, Sir Severin. Huh? Did you see how excited he was to listen to all the marvels of the outside world? I did, but that's exactly why... I mean, he's got a nice little village and a family to live with. I'm worried he may leave it all behind just to see the world you spoke of. You worry too much, Pierre. I'm just sharing the truth, and then it's up to him to decide what to do. And then it's up to him to decide what to do with his life. Focus, you two. We're here for dire boars, not chat the night away. If we're lucky, we'll find them roaming the mountain paths just outside. Nothing there. Same place as the previous boar fight, right? Is there something wrong with me? Quiet, I hear something coming. This way, walk slowly. A female and 2 male boars together in one pack. It's definitely mating season. Should we take the risk? A solitary dire boar would be fine, but finding 3 without our sacred wait. Are they feeding their young? What are you so surprised about, Pierre? It's not weird for animals to have offspring. Let's go while they're distracted. This is the perfect time to strike. Sir Severin, you're going to attack the parents in front of their children? Come on, we may not get another chance. This feels so cruel. Don't hesitate, Pierre. Think about the Emerald King. And you can't kill the small ones, too. Those suckers hurt. I'm going to use observation on this so I get a feel for how much HP it has. Nature's Guidance. Oh, crap. I was hoping that dealt damage too, but oh well. That sucked. Okay, damn it, the bottom one. Can't really afford to wait much longer. Damn. And there, Severin got revenge. Full levels worth of EXP. Barrier, Incendiary Soldier, and Nature's Blessing unlocked. Killed all 3 of them. Did the Elder specify how many tusks we had to take back to her? Just 1, I'm guessing. No. Let's take as many as we can just to be safe. 3 boars, so 6 tusks. Whoa, whoa, now, babies. Don't make me hurt you like you did your parents. Well, looks like we're gonna do it the hard way. Wait, Sir Severin. What now, Pierre? I don't feel comfortable about doing this. Can we just leave these boars be? And find the Emerald King without that amulet? Are you insane? I'm sure we can do it on our own, Sir Severin. This is our own problem. We shouldn't have to kill innocent boars to fix it. The Ancient will awake in just a few days. We can't take the risk fighting him again without this amulet. Now you're going to throw away our chances of winning just to spare some bloody boars? I didn't mean... Damn it, Pierre. If only that bloody sword would accept my hands, it'd be much easier to just kill you right now and fight the Ancient myself. How did you... Hush now. You two should just stand there and watch. to do with a pair, though? What in the name of... Well, at least it's all solved now. Let's go, Sir Severin. Before the other two wake up. We have the tusks we need, don't we? No need to bother those boars anymore. Alright. Let's just get back to Levantine. Just realized I forgot to look at my new moves. Incendiary Soldier. Gain bonus damage on the first 4 turns and suffer penalty afterwards. Not happening. Gain shield. Negate 1 attack. I forgot who has that ability, if it's Ari or Ylianne. 1 extra stamina. I'd rather keep the Invigorating Touch, that way I can just keep giving extra stamina. Worst come to worse, I could actually start with the regen move, which will still give +1. It's just I could use both of them to give people +5 right out the gate, but I don't think it's worth it. So the words I heard were right. It's good to see you again, Severin. You look well, Sev. Maybe a bit tired, though. It's been a difficult journey. This must be Sir Pierre Beaufort. It's an honor to meet you at last. The honor is mine, Lord Levant. And this lovely lady must be the envoy from Anon'Taure. Ylianne is the name, I reckon. By the way you address Severin, you must be his superior, is that correct? You have amazing sense of perception, my lady. As you surmise, Severin's house serves mine, and therefore I am his superior. Yet I am only such in rank, and merely due to the sheer luck of our births. In truth, however, I learned much more from him than the other way around. A leader with modesty, I see. I can somewhat understand his respect towards you. I apologize for not visiting the castle, Lord Levant. We were in a hurry to reach Mudtown. I know you have your reasons, Severin. I, too, wouldn't want to delay you in completing your urgent tasks. However, the day draws nearer to its end. To sail the Grand Flux at night would be dangerous, especially where you're heading. Would you stay for the night at my castle, honored guests? Perhaps ease your weariness before leaving at the earliest sunrise. Well, we'd love to take you up on that offer, Lord Levant. I'm more than alright sleeping at an inn in the Commons, but we have our exotic... But our exotic guest may be inconvenienced by all the glare she'd get. The Commons? Why would you honorable nobles even consider spending the night there when my abode is yours to use as shelter? Well, Sir Severin said we shouldn't bother you. Nonsense, Severin. I wouldn't be bothered by a few friends staying for the night. I'm sorry, you had many things to take care of. I didn't want to add any more. But since no ships had sailed from Levantine past dusk, it's not like we can leave any sooner. We'd appreciate the offer, my lord. Excellent. I will have a guest room prepared for each of you in just a moment. Let's continue our conversation in a more appropriate place, shall we? I'm dying to hear stories of your travels. So that's what happened. I was curious seeing the two of you without your respective sacred swords. I know all this may look bad, but I'm confident that the three of us can still finish this task. Of course, Severin. You've told me sooner otherwise, wouldn't you? Absolutely, Lord Levant. I'm sorry to interrupt both of you. I'd like to excuse myself and leave for the city. There's some items I need to find and take back to Anon'Taure. I figure that would be a more effective way to spend my time rather than just standing here listening. Oh, please excuse my insensitivity. I shouldn't have asked so many questions and have Severin recount such a long story. I apologize if it makes both you and Pierre feel left out in this conversation. It's all right. Certainly you are a stakeholder in this matter and have reasons to be curious. I'm just bored listening, that's all. Speaking of which, I may need a guide to help me navigate the city streets. Also to keep unwanted people away from me, I suppose. I understand. I'll have someone... How about you take her for a walk, Pierre? Wait, me? Whoever it is Lord Levant chooses, he'll still be someone who's never seen an elf. There's no telling how awkward he'll be. So it has to be either of us, and since I have to stay here and talk with Lord Levant... Well, it's not that I can't, but... It's decided then. Lead the way, Pierre. All right? Is it just me, or is there something going on between those two? Pierre's been all over her since the first time he's laid eyes on the elf. I neither believe in love at first sight nor agree with someone judging another from just the looks, but I can't blame a teenager for doing that. And you're playing matchmaker? Never expected such mischief out of you, Sev. I thought I'd give him some motivation to fight. Pity won't work in the long term. Truthfully, I feel a little guilty about it. Whatever is between them won't last for long, not after Ylianne has gone back to Anon'Taure. For you to do this, it was really that bad against the Ancient, huh? Desperate times call for desperate measures, Ylianne. If this ups our chances to defeat the Emerald King, no matter how little... It's that sword, isn't it? I kind of felt it the first time I held the Grow, but I couldn't figure out it was the sword until a few weeks later. At first I refused to believe that my house's sacred artifact can do such a thing to somebody, but after being so close to it and feeling its grasp... You've never been the kind to use somebody's feelings, Sev. Not even if that would save the world. The Elder of Anon'Taure has confirmed that these swords have powers, Ylianne. The Garou seeks those with courage, and the Durandal those with temperance. These swords awake their respective virtues from the wielders, whether they like it or not. They're Warasian forged, and not the divine swords of heaven wielded by Deus Velarus himself. But not... This is really awkwardly worded. But not just some good-looking weapons either. Temperance, huh? Maybe that's why the Durandals have been steadily reducing their might these past few years. What about the Faithkeeper? Did she say anything about the Belanus sacred sword? Nothing much, as that was made to unify the other two sacred swords. Not sure what that means, though. To tell you the truth, it baffles me how an elf knows this much and we don't. Where has our kin lost its history, Ylianne? Legends are lost, bent, and reshaped from one generation to the next, Sev. For the elves, that's hundreds of years. For us, it's 50 if we're lucky. It matters little what these swords truly are. It's what the people see them as, and what they symbolize for our realm that's important. And the people see them as swords that founded the Old North. Swords which gave them the pioneers' divine right to claim these lands as their own. Not very divine at all, seeing how we lost the war against the ancients. Still, that's what most of the people choose to believe. A lie becomes the truth if enough people believe in it, Severin. Imagine what kind of chaos would come if it was revealed that these holy swords were actually forged by mortals, not to mention, most likely using arcane. Anyway, you should be careful with the Garou, Sev. I'm sure you've noticed the greatness it bestows upon its wielder, but if it starts to overwhelm you, don't hesitate to throw it away. I understand. And let's keep these things we spoke about to ourselves before it gets out of hand. How much does Pierre know? More or less everything the Elven Elder spoke of. Unfortunate, but still manageable. After this task of yours is complete, let's hope you can be cooperative with us to keep this a secret. I prepared a room for each of you to spend the night. You can rest at any time you want by interacting with the bed in your room. By all means, do walk around the city if you want, but try not to get too tired, alright? Alright. I'm gonna create a new save. Tree bark. Now, I don't believe that was there last time we came through, so items may have appeared that weren't here before. Is that a story or what? So who's he stalking? Transfixed garb. Bit of a step back from my current stuff. Is it you? Okay, there's the two people I'm looking for. Okay, consumable for my trouble. I'm sorry we only got a few. Most shops close down after sunset, so there's not a lot to choose from. We should have looked for them earlier, before, when we were waiting for nighttime in Mudtown. Might have gotten a few more then. It's alright, Pierre. This isn't your fault. I would have refused to wander the city a day anyway. Being stared at by all these people doesn't seem like the nicest way to spend an afternoon. At least we found 2 loots for those siblings. That's already good enough. So, no accordion after all. How sad. They seem very curious about these, don't they? Have you ever wanted your own instrument, Ylianne? A friend of mine used to play beautiful songs with his lute. Every time he came to Anon'Taure, we would flock to him and listen to his wonderful melodies. That lullaby I sang for the little boars was one of his favorites. He taught it to me when I was little. From when you were little, he must be one venerable elf by now. Sounds like an amazing mentor if he has a pupil like you. Is he still living in Anon'Taure? No, he's more of a traveler. He only comes by the city for a couple of days once every few years. Must be using elven magic, huh? If he travels by foot, everyone in the city would have heard about him. Perhaps. He certainly has been the most popular guest in Anon'Taure for the last 100 years. He looks more human than elf, though. I don't think people would stare at him as much as they did me. A human-like elf? That sounds so amazing. Can you tell me more? I guess they'll be fine by themselves. Let's just go get some rest. Okay, which room is Severin's? Oh, they're back. I guess that's it for tonight. Have a good rest, Ylianne. The king is still undefeated. He's slowly rising from the grounds, biding his time to exact vengeance upon your kind. We may have a short respite today, but don't forget that we still have a long journey in front of us tomorrow. I understand. But all that aside, today was truly enjoyable. Thank you for walking with me. Good night, Pierre. May your dreams be sweet. If only this day can be repeated all over and over again. Thank you for having us as guests, Levant. I'll miss this pretty city of yours. The city will miss you as well. The city will miss you as well, I'm sure. I hope you'll return here someday. Maybe I'll consider if you can tell your citizens to stare less at me. Asking them not to stare at elves is one thing, but for them to not turn their heads at a beautiful woman is another, I'm afraid. You sure have your way with words. I have a feeling you'll lead your people well. Wish we could have stayed for a bit longer, Lord Levant. There are so many things to see here. How about coming here after your affairs are finished, Sir Pierre? I'll show you around the city myself. Sounds like a great idea. If you don't mind me taking you up on that. I'll be waiting for you to come back here then. The sun is up and the boats are ready. Looks like your time to go has come. I'll be returning to the castle now. May the deists bless the path you're walking on, my friends. Oh, and Sev? Yes, my lord. Don't be too hard on yourself, alright? Alright, let's head back to Anon'Taure and give the owner these tusks. We should take a ship from here to Jabad, then walk northeast from here. Hope it doesn't take too long for the Elder to make the amulet. We don't have much time to spare. How long do you think we have until the Emerald King reaches his awakening, Ylianne? Can't tell for sure, but I know it's close. It can be a week from now, or it may be today. The sooner we get to him, the better, safer it would be for us. I agree. Come on, then.